I'm going to call up the manager of the Jamestown Tarp Skunks, Frank Jagoda, and as he comes up, we also have a presentation. So Frank, I must point out that John Gifford, there was a fundraiser to the American Cancer Society, and John managed to spend way too much money, but he did it, and it's number 33, and that is Frank's number, so he bought it and made sure that every member of the board of directors signed that for you, Frank, as recognition for incredibly job well done. 30 wins. That's an all-time record for the Tarp Skunks. So this is for you. Hopefully it fits.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Well, you know, I just one point. In case you saw that one clip, there was Frank where they cleared the bases, and there's Frank, who's supposed to stay in the third base box. He's there at home plate. You know, come on.
Thank you, Greg. Well, first of all, thank you, especially to the members of the board, our investors. A number of you are here today. Something like this is, always something special. But good moments and records and things like that, they can't be accomplished without our players. Our players did a great job last year. We had a really good group, and couldn't be more proud of how they acted, and not only on the field, but most importantly in the community, in the dorm rooms, things off the field. Really paved the way for us on the field. Also like to thank our coaching staff. Our pitching coach, Joe Riederbach, who's here today, thank you for all they did. We couldn't have done a lot of what we did without them as well. Our players did a fantastic job, like I said, and we're really looking forward to the 2026 season. Dre mentioned, and you saw in some of the videos, some of the records that were broken on the field, and it was a banner year off the field as well. Like Christian will speak on some of that. There's 8 or 9 total on-field records, and from the pitching standpoint, we broke one record, total appearances by Easton Burnett, or total starts, and numerous other offensive records. But those things are a product of the effort that our group put in and day out. We had a large roster last year, as some of you may know, and in the summer, it's important to have some flexibility with your roster because there's various things that come up. Players, unfortunately, some of them get injured, or, we had a situation where there was a death in the family and a player decided to leave for the rest of the summer. There was other things, and you deal with other things such as innings limits or, things that have been planned by players where, they have a date where they're not going to be with you any longer. And so it's important to have a large roster. When those situations arise, you're able to weather the storm. And again, couldn't be more proud of the group that was there, especially the group that stuck it out. We had a lot of local players last year. We had Southwestern High School represented, Frewsburg High School represented, Faulkner High School, or the community represented. And we're really looking forward to having that local touch as well. Currently, our current roster for the 2026 season sets at about 29 guys. We have 11 total Division I commits, 8 Division II commits, 7 Division III commits, 2 junior college commits, and 1 high school commit. Back to the local piece, right now we have 4 local players committed. Branson Lindquist will return, which we're really excited for that. Faulkner native, St. Mary's High School graduate. He is now a freshman at Toledo University Division I program. Aiden Gruber, he's from Frewsburg High School. He is currently a freshman at Clarion University, a very good Division II program and a very good Division II conference in the PSAC. Nolan Smith, who you guys are going to hear from here in a little bit, he is returning. He's at one of the best Division III programs in the country at Cortland University. He was also one of our record breakers last year, setting the single-season walks record with 40. I'm not sure, Dre, maybe that was close to a league record too, I believe, maybe one off of the league mark, I believe. And so Nolan will return, expecting a lot of big things from him. And he was somebody last year who was a leader in our clubhouse, put in his time, put in his work and his effort, and that's somebody we couldn't be more proud to bring back. And then we also have a Maple Grove graduate, current JCC pitcher, Colton McCall. He will be with us this summer as well. And anytime you have an opportunity to bring local players back, it's important not only for them, but for the community. With that said, they have to be the right local players. You have to take the right guys. You have to bring in the right group. On the roster, one thing we talked about as a board after the season, as we had our end-of-year recap, our after-action report, so to speak, we talked about other teams in the league and how they handle things. And we strongly believe that we do things right here in Jamestown, from our player fee structure all the way down to our relationship with Jamestown Community College, which is second to none. But one thing that we tried to place emphasis on was bringing a core group of guys back. So really happy to announce that we'll have, right now as it sits, at least 8 players returning for next year. And so to go through that list, from the position player standpoint, JRC, Joaquin Rodriguez Costa, who you saw hit the long home run in our beautiful pink jerseys, he'll be returning. He's a freshman at University of Delaware. That's in Conference USA, so that's a big-time Power 5 conference. Branson Lindquist already mentioned. Justin Bremner and Eric Weeks, they will be returning from Canisius College. Bremner was an all-league second-team selection, and he broke numerous records, such as single-season hits, single-season home runs, RBIs, things like that. Or Haynes broke the home run record. And Eric Weeks, a utility player from Canisius, plays infield, plays outfield, an older presence. Those two guys, Eric Weeks and Justin Bremner, as they return, they'll be juniors in college, and they'll have 3 years of Division I baseball under their belt, as well as a year in the Perfect Game League. So super excited about that. Matthew Dumas, who was on the highlight reel with several highlight reel catches, he will be returning. He was a junior college athlete last year. He is now at Division II Erskine in Conference Carolinas, which is one of the best and one of the most premier Division II conferences in the country. And then, again, previously mentioned Nolan Smith. From the pitching standpoint, Jace Ruskowski, who was also highlighted in the video, who closed out our game against Niagara Falls in the playoffs. He's now at Brockport University. He's returning, and he's a Western New York native from the Buffalo area. And then Cohen Harris from High Point University. Cohen will be back with us this year as well. So we're up to 8 returners. There's a few more that I'm working on. Some of those guys I would say maybe potentially outplayed the Perfect Game League, and that's okay. That's part of our process as well. Our process is to bring good players in here, players that we're able to highlight, help stream their development and help them move on to bigger and better things. That's part of what we do here. But again, couldn't be more proud of our group, our staff, and really thankful for our investors, the board, and for all the support that we have. And the relationship that Christian and I have is unique in one where we could joke around every single day, but we are on the same page when it comes to what we're trying to do here. We're trying to provide a first-class operation in the Perfect Game Collegiate Baseball League, but we're trying to provide an avenue for kids in our community, an avenue for the less fortunate in our community, and an avenue for entertainment in our community. And I think Christian will probably touch on this, but one of the big selling points for me when I talk to players is you're going to play in front of over nearly 1,000 fans a night. And I think that's really awesome. It is a premier environment in the Perfect Game Collegiate Baseball League. My previous life as a professional scout or a coach in professional baseball, I've been to hundreds of cities across the country. And even though there's specific standards that Major League Baseball sets in regards to your facilities and the environment that you're supposed to have, I would put Jamestown in this league specifically right at the top. We do it right here. I couldn't be more proud to be involved in this organization, and really excited for what 2026 and beyond brings. Now, Greg, you mentioned you hope this fits. I'm just going to put it in a frame and put it up on a wall somewhere. So I don't think I'll have to wear it again, but, we'll see. It's the winter months, so it may not fit right now anyways. But again, I appreciate everybody that's here, everybody that's been involved, and the coverage we get from Scott and the crew over at the Post-Journal and everybody here. Thank you very much, and we look forward to seeing everybody in 2026. And then also, without further ado, Nolan Smith, who I've mentioned a lot, he's going to be joining us he's at Cortland University right now. They have an end of fall team meeting at noon, but we're able to get him on and kind of speak about his experience. Thank you, guys.
Between the coaching staff and the fans and everything, it was really easy. I had a great time last summer, and hopefully we can repeat some of the success that we had this year. So,
Nolan, what was the highlight of last year?
probably, outside of probably winning our 30th game, set that record. That was the biggest one. And then off the field, everything we did, in the community, that all was great. So it was probably a mix of those two aspects.
Did you sign a lot of autographs?
Yeah, I signed it. I might get my hands so big to do that.
Well, that's one of the things that's so important for us, is to have interaction with the players, and you were right up there willing to participate, and appreciated it so much.
Yeah, it was awesome to have such a supportive fan base. It's something I've never experienced before, and I just tried to take it in as much as I could. It was awesome.
You have your manager here in the audience and your pitching coach. Do you want to say anything about them?
Yeah, they were. I guess those two and the coaching staff as a whole, it's a first class. It's about as first class you can get. They know what they're talking about. They help us on and off the field. It was awesome. I couldn't say any better things about any of them.
So tell us a little bit about what's going on in your life right now.
We're just just playing baseball, going to school. I just finished up my fall and everything, and about to head home in about a week now. So about to start training for the winter.
What does that really mean for training? What's a training process mean?
It'll be a mix of not on-field stuff, but it'll be hitting, fielding, throwing, all that stuff in a some sort of indoor setting over the winter break, as well as a pretty intense strength and conditioning program that we have here at school. So it'll be a mix of all that stuff, just getting me ready to be on the field and do everything to the best of my ability.
Well, we look forward to seeing you here in 2026 and being part of the Tarp Skunks. And ironically, we're celebrating the 85th anniversary of the stadium. So you're all part of that ongoing history, Nolan, and we thank you.
Yeah, awesome. I can't wait to be back.
Well, we thank you. We know you've got a meeting, so we'll let you go. But thanks so much, and happy holidays.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me.